You guys started the game out a little rocky, you know. They kept it close, and then you guys were able to break away. They came right back in it. What did you talk to your guys about to make sure that you never lost control of the game?
Well, you know, we started off very slow, and we missed what I call a couple of chippies down low. Robbie's going to the basket and tried a couple of reverse layups that didn't go in for us, and we got off to a little bit of a slow start offensively. But you know, after we got going a little while, and we had a little bit of a lead in the first half, and we just started playing good basketball. You know, we were moving the ball well. We were taking what I call good city college shots for the most part, and you know, our shooting percentage wasn't all that bad. First half, I need to see what it is. No, 42% the first half. But, you know, we shot a whole lot better the second half. But, you know, it's like 49 for the game. We have this year. You know, we've been missing in a lot of games when we played early on when we lost them. When we lost, we're missing 38 and 40 shots a game, and we have just over this holiday time period and intersection time period, we've been spending a whole lot of time in just shooting drills, and I think we're getting a little bit better. You know, it showed overall tonight that we ended up shooting 49%, but 58 in the second half, and you know, we only took 10 threes and made 4 of them, which to me I can live with that every time to shoot 40% from the three, and obviously 49% from the overall game. I'd be very happy with that. But you know, the helter-skelter game. You know, and the way they pressure you, they make you do some things that they make Khalil give the ball up and give it to somebody else, and you know, we were not handling their pressure all that well. We got 2 different press breakers. I told the guys at one time out, let's pick one and let's just run it. We're doing half of one and half another, and from that point on we started playing a little bit better. But you know, just a kind of a helter-skelter game, especially down the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. And fortunately, we got a couple good stops and a couple good rebounds. And you know, free throws were just huge tonight, absolutely huge. To shoot 18 for 22 was really good. So
you're able to get the win over York, and you don't drop 3 conference wins in a row. How good does that feel? You know.
No, just getting the win, getting back in the winning ways. We're off tomorrow, and now we have mandatory off because every activity at CUNY has to be. There's nothing allowed in CUNY because of the weather coming up on Saturday and Sunday. We were planning to be off tomorrow, but now we got to be off Sunday, and it actually kind of works out good for me from a standpoint of scheduling my NCAA days off, and now allows me next week. I thought I was going to take a day off during the middle of this week at some point, but just the scheduling aspect works out better for me.
Do you think the rest might help, kind of? Because you guys coming off a 3-game losing streak, and now you got this win going to 2 tough road games at Lehman, at Hunter, at Lehman. Do you think maybe the days are kind of get refreshed to the final for that last home stretch?
No, I think it's going to be good because you know I looking at the schedule, I couldn't figure out where we could possibly take 2 days off. And I totally agree that we talked about it in the office actually yesterday a little bit about you know, we just might need a break to get away because I'm playing starters monumental minutes for the most part. And we subbed a lot more tonight and had to sub a lot more tonight. But I think the 2-day rest can only be good for us.
Sal's been getting a lot more minutes as of late. Can you talk about his development, his growth?
You know, he was using his size tonight. Big guy, Smart, number 21. We were concerned about him because he's a capable scorer for him. And Blake's size was using his size against him, and it just really seemed to be effective for the most part. So, you know, he's got to take advantage of what he's got. You know, he's 6'7" with long arms, and you know, with his length and everything, he probably has a wingspan of a 6'9" or 6'10" guy. He's got to use that. And when he does use it, it's effective. So,
first double-digit win season in 2 years since your first full year coaching here. How rewarding is that? Just kind of seeing how everything was last year is now you kind of at the 10-win mark.
You know, I think we're heading in the right direction, and you know, we've had a couple really bad losses. You know, the John Jay game, the Connecticut College game, and the Lehman game. We're 5 points away. We're 10-8 overall. We're 5 points away from being 13-5, and you know, a whole lot better in the conference than what we are. And with that in mind, you know, I try to think of that and think, well, we got the program headed in the right direction for sure. It's just a matter of you know, continuity, keeping the guys together and keep on playing well. So every game in this league is a dogfight for us. You know, we haven't we haven't really blown too many teams out or anything like that. Nobody's really blown us out for the most part. So every game's going to be a dogfight. We just got to be ready to play.
Well, the win was big. It was a little sloppy on my part. Had a lot of turnovers, missed some free throws. But overall, the coach wanted me to get inside as well with Mark because we're a good inside team. And also, when I was on the perimeter, Ryan Smart, tall kid, I was able to get around him for a couple layups with that. So I capitalized on that, and overall, it was a good team win.
You've had a strong performance throughout the last, I'd say, like maybe 3 or 4 games. You know, some of them the team didn't get the win, so it's not that personified, or it's not that highlighted. But how good is it, to get the win here? You guys don't drop 3 conference games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a big win. Move this to go forward. Who are we playing next? Hunter next. That's another game that we basically a must-win because we're trying to get in that top 4 spot to get home court advantage, and just gotta keep staying focused and stay confident as a group.
Mark, you had the team high 22 points. Tell me about your performance in the game. You've been on a tear recently. You've been on a tear. Just tell me about your performance and also getting the win.
The win is definitely big for us. Moving forward after going 0-3 with the conference game and the outside conference game, just moving forward with our wins, we just got to keep pushing. It's a big win against the conference. As Robbie said, it puts us higher in the bracket, basically getting a better seed for the playoffs. So it's just looking good. And based on my performance, I just got to keep attacking. That's my mentality going into just attacking the big man or whoever's on me. I just got to know I got the green light. Just got to be confident. Just keep going towards the basket, and we'll get something beneficial out of it.
The team has 10 wins. This is the first time you guys have done this in a while. Talk to me about that. It's big for you guys because the program's heading in a really good direction. And this is something that hasn't really happened at City for at least the men's team in a really long time.
It's definitely big. I can't speak as in the history of it because this is really my first year. But being here and what I've heard from my teammates and coaches and the staff, this is definitely a big year for us. So I feel a real good things coming forward with us going forward.
Coach talked about you defensively today. You were able to hold down one of York's big players. How good does that feel, to be able to have such a relevant part in a big win?
It feels good, but mostly I wanted to do it for the team because coming in here, I needed to help them from when Blake came out. I needed to help out. So playing good defense carry over throughout the whole team because we got a couple of stops in a row, and it feels real good for myself, for everybody.
You seem like you're playing with a lot more confidence. Obviously, that's kind of getting you more minutes. Is there anything different you're doing in practice? Or?
Just listening to the coaches. Last year, I was rushing a lot of my shots. I've been taking stupid shots, and I'm just trying to stay focused and take. If I can pass it up like I did to Robbie or Mark for wide open layup, why am I going to take a harder shot if I can just give it off? You know what I'm saying? So it's just confidence.
Let me ask you two this because Robbie and Sal, you both have been with the team last year also. You guys know what it was like. It's the first time this team's won 10 games since 2012-13. You guys were here last year. You guys remember the struggles and everything. How rewarding is it to kind of see all the hard work and the sacrifice and all the patience kind of start paying off?
Well, last year, first of all, we had a lot of injuries. There was a point in the season where 6-7 guys were injured, including myself. And now this year, luckily we're not having injuries, and also we're closer as a team. And did a couple team outings, just little things off the court help on the court. So I feel like that's a big thing. Everyone's improved. Practices are going harder. We may slack off sometimes, but we'll regroup. Whether it's what I'm saying. So I'm glad we got this 10th win and just keep the wins going.
I feel it's just big because we've always had a great team, but like you said, we weren't healthy.
We couldn't put it together.
There was always little injuries here and there, but coming in with 10 wins, we already had more wins than we already had last year. So coming to playoffs, that confidence is coming through everybody. Like you said, we're closer as a team. We do stuff together more. We're clicking, and that's getting us wins.
How big is a win like this? Coming off, a three-game losing streak, especially in conference. Now you guys have 2 tough games at Hunter, and then following at Lehman, who's currently leads the conference right now. Yeah. How important was this win tonight?
This was huge. Everyone's mindset with today was a must-win game because if we lost this game to York, we would have been tied for 6th with York, which that's going to put us in the hole. So thankfully we got this win. Going to Hunter, with the same mindset, try to push for the top 4. And for the losing streak we had, you know, Brooklyn was a tough loss. Khalil got fouled out, but that's a game I feel like we should have won. Brew handled us a little bit, but from now on, we're just going to go into every game with knowing we can win the game with team confidence, and we should be there.
It's also a big win because we were under 500 in the league play, and that won't help us in playoff run because I think they switched it up this year that you have to win. Like if you get under the 4th place, you have to play an extra game, and we'd rather have that higher seed because we do play at home
Get a bye, right?
and get a bye, and we'd rather stay over 500 than under.
Mark, let me ask you this: you played all 40 minutes tonight, and you've been getting a lot of minutes past couple games at least. Coach talked about having the next 2 days off, weather obviously. But how big is that? Just 2 days off going into a final stretch. We have 5 of the next 6 on the road.
It'll be a good rest for us. You know, we still got to do something. Like, we obviously will be separate as a team at home, wherever everybody's gonna be. But we definitely got to be like the same. We can't be lazy. We can't lay off like basically dropping the ball. So we coming in after these 2 days, coming to work. You know, we got rest of the conference games coming to go, and it's whole conference is basically up for grabs. So we got to keep pushing.